Hello to all the amazing YouTube people, the Newmer here with another card survival tropical island video. So I will be making a tutorial for update 13, which hit and increased the version of game to 14. It's 14.01 now. They pushed a hotfix as well, fixing something that came with the update, I guess. Some small glitch, I'm sure, something like that. So yeah, let's play it here. For those who don't know yet, I'm Neomir and I like making card survival tropical island videos. I enjoy this game very much. This is our flagship run. Check it out if you like the game. And if you didn't see this one yet, ooh, it's pretty cool one. There's a playlist and everything. But anyway, let's continue with the tutorial. So here you can customize your game. I suggest making a new character if you're a first time player and not do any perks. Most of them are probably locked for you anyway. So I'm gonna be showing off a baseline experience, what you can expect from this game if you don't use mutators. These are basic mutators, adding interesting things to the game. You can start stronger, weaker, you can make it super challenging and so on. Anyway, we got a new portrait in this update, so I'm gonna be using this fine lady here. I'm gonna call her Talia. And I'm gonna say update 13 tutorial. Basic stuff and thirst management. So I will avoid all the late game items, things, anything that I do not think is crucial in early game. And yeah, let's save the character and start the game up. So here we are. I will try to balance between like update 13 stuff and general game stuff. Maybe some of you are new here, so I'm gonna go into some details, not too much, I hope though. So here we are. This is a game about managing different cards. You have cards which represent locations on the top, you have cards which represent items on the ground, and you have cards in your inventory here. Well, right now we don't have much. Here on the left side, we see time of the day. It's day 1, 6 a.m. It's clear, sunny, and very hot. This gauge here tells you if you're hot. If you're very hot, you're sweating. That's bad because you're losing fluids. You can check out the survival guide here with a lot of interesting things on how to survive. Hydration is what we're gonna focus on, and we're gonna drink coconuts here. But let's not go too deep into that. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. Here you can see your blueprints. We don't have any yet. Here you can see your journal. We didn't do anything of note yet. And here you can see your equipment. We have a t-shirt. This is really good to protect you from sunburns. We have some socks, underwear and shorts. Socks are really good so you don't hurt your feet when walking. And underwear and shorts, I think they protect against bugs and stuff. Not sure, maybe against sunburns as well. Not sure to what extent, but these two are the most important. Anyway, we have the full set, so we don't really care, do we? So we are filthy, hungry, thirsty, very hot. So first thing you want to do is not to die from thirst. You don't want to lose too much liquid. And the best way to do that is to go and take a wash yourself action. This will make you nice and wet. As of update 13, it will also make your clothes wet, but you can pretty much ignore it. It's a very hot day, so it's actually pretty refreshing. The game says we are a bit chilly. If you're chilly, that will affect your immune system and stuff. Game is pretty deep, by the way. It looks very simple, but there is a beast under the hood. Early on, though, you have a very strong immune system, so if you're chilled, don't worry, that's totally okay. You can be chilled for a while, focus on more important things. So, hunger will not kill you if it goes all the way. It will drain your weight though. If the weight ever goes to 0, you're a skeleton. Goodbye, rest in peace, try again, right? This goes down very slowly, so don't worry too much about that though. You can survive for first 10 days without eating anything. So, we want to focus here on water. How do we drink? Well, we're gonna need to get our hands on some coconuts. So instead of doing sand things here, which is like a late early game thing, we will go for some beach. We're gonna walk on the beach, go for a walk, takes 15 minutes, and we're gonna be finding things. So we found a coconut palm tree. We can climb it, you can get hurt, only 25% chance of succeeding. The option is there for you. I suggest not to do it. If you really wanna go for it, train some climbing first. But there are easy ways to get the coconuts, so let's ignore it for now. We found a stone. Okay, well, right now we can try hitting coconuts with stones. You will not be successful because it's a bit hard to do. So, well, don't do it. You can try. We found another stone. We found some conches. So conches you can break with your stones. It doesn't take any time. Most of the actions in this game take like 15 minutes. Some of them take 30 minutes. Some of them 45. Some of them 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. But most often it's 15 minutes. It's always an increment, a multiplicate of 15 though. So time will always be a quarter. Like 7, 7:15, 7:37 and so on. Okay, so it's basically a turn-based game, but yeah. So you can open the conches for free, and inside there you get some conch meat. Once you open it, it will start spoiling, but you have plenty of time to actually eat it. You can devour it right away. Be warned though, game has an intricate parasite and fever system. If you eat too much raw food, you will probably at some point get a parasite or get sick. Early on, you'll probably find there's no need to eat right now though, so I'm gonna not gamble. Okay, let's continue here. Finding some pretty seashells. We can use those to make a nice necklace and be happy. Okay, we found our first coconut. So in order to remove the coconut husk, we can peel it. Thing is though, it takes 30 minutes. It's faster if you use a sharp stone. How do you get sharp stone? You interact two stones together. There we go. So you still have the old stone that you used to do it with, but you also now have a sharp stone. Well, if something's sharp, turns out it's easier to do things with. So let's peel the husk off. And once the husk is off, you have access to the coconut. Again, you can break it with a stone that will spill the water, or you can make a hole in it with a sharpened stone. So this is one of the things in the game you should do as fast as possible. Find two stones, a coconut, interact the stones and get the hole in the coconut so you can drink it. So drinking coconut milk will do two things. It will hydrate you, but it will also like make your stools a bit loose. So when we click it real fast, you're gonna see stool consistency here. And then it's gonna go away because it's not a threat right now. But if you do this too much, it's gonna become a threat. You're gonna get diarrhea and, well, you will gonna start losing fluids. And, well, the whole point of drinking coconuts in the first place was to gain fluids, not lose it. So drink some coconuts, not too much though. So this coconut is drained now. You can break it apart. You can like remove meat from it to eat it. But right now I still want to focus on my other objective, so I'm gonna delay that for a bit. Okay, your clothes is drying on you over time. So once it's fully dried up, you're not gonna be wet anymore and you're gonna be hot. So keep that in mind. You will have to wash again. You want to wash as well because we are super dirty. We have like mud on ourselves and dirt and sand and probably some viruses, bacteria. Well, viruses not likely, but bacteria and parasites. So the longer you're dirty, the worse it is. If you want, you can start the game off by washing twice. It's not a huge deal. You will be safer, but I'm gonna trust in my immune system right now and say, okay, I'm just not gonna stick my hands into my mouth and I'll be fine, hopefully. Anyway, let's explore some more. We want to find some more items here on the beach, and we also want to find a new location. So the current location has beach, sea, sand and palm tree in it, and bunch of items. We can take the items in our inventory, as I was already doing by drag and dropping. When you change locations, this is what you carry with you, whatever is in inventory. So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyway, we found a crab. Okay, don't want to eat it raw. Let's okay, now we're very hot, so I'm gonna take another wash. You don't have to be super optimized about that, but I'll try to like do things by the book in this tutorial. Okay. You're still gonna survive with flying colors if you wash like too late or too early, or eat things or don't eat things. Game is really forgiving for the first couple of days, so don't worry too much about that. Anyway, let's continue taking the walk here. Finding some more items. We found some more stones, which is actually pretty cool. A conch, good. A bunch of palm fronds, okay. These, you can interact with each other to weave them. That will unlock a palm hat. You can make that as well. It will protect you a little bit from the sunburns, but early on time is very precious, so I suggest you not to do that. If you like palm hats, maybe you want to, but it's not optimal, I think. Okay, so we found the jungle outskirts. So this is the first location we unlocked. Locations have like this arrow on them that tells you that you will go and visit them It doesn't take any time to visit the jungle outskirts, so you can freely move between jungle outskirts and beach as long as you don't have a fractured leg or something like that. And well, if you play safe, you're not gonna have a fractured leg. So you can go to the new location, put items down, and like use it like your new base of operation. When you unload a thing, it will always go to the rightmost spot. If you want things to be sorted, you have to manually put them there. And then you have to pin them down. So you click on them and pin them down with a needle. So next time I right click on the sharpened stone, it's gonna go there where it belongs. Okay. Well, pin tutorial, I guess. Okay, I'm also grab my food, carry it there. You don't have to do this right away if you don't want to. You can delay it a bit for later. Doesn't really matter. Okay, well, next thing I would like to do is find some more stones. So, stones, we have a heavy stone here that's used for making traps. We can check it out here, that full trap. So for that full trap, we're gonna need a heavy stone, some sticks, and a cutting tool. Cutting tool we have, a large stone we have, and sticks we don't have yet. You can do some trappings early on. I like to focus on water early on, so I'm probably not gonna be trapping things. Besides, we have a lot of food anyways, so I suggest for now you just ignore the fact you can do that, but it's there if you wanna try it out. Okay. Then let me see here. I could go for another coconut, except we didn't find any yet, so I'm gonna go back to the beach, explore the beach a bit more. I also want to find the rocks to get some more stones. We're gonna need 4 stones to make a campfire eventually, so yeah. We found some aloe vera. Aloe vera is pretty cool actually. You can rub it on yourself and it will like alleviate the damage to your body. So when you are exploring, you accumulate damage to your feet. If I remove the socks, it's not visible, but each time I click go for a walk, you can see a little bit of foot damage accumulating. So if I remove my socks right now, it's still not visible. Okay. So aloe vera helps alleviate the pain, basically make pain go away faster, so you can do activities more often. So here I want to find well, another coconut. Well, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna go and peel this one as well, make a hole in it and drink it. I'm like super hungry. You probably don't want to be that much hungry, so I suggest eat a couple coconuts, not more though. This will make your diarrhea go up and make it harder to, well, drink more coconuts, which is your only way of hydrating early game apart from the rains, which are not guaranteed. So yeah. Okay, I'm also gonna put coconut husks next to the coconut. There we go. Sorting my inventory a bit. This is not crucial, but let's make things nice and tidy, shall we? Okay, now we're not hungry anymore. Hunger early on will reduce your morale. You can see our morale is fine now because we are not hungry anymore. So if you want to keep yourself in a good mood, I think being in good mood also helps with your immunity system. It's a beast under the hood though, so don't take it for granted, but it's nice that you're not hungry. It helps with appetite as well, so okay, if you can eat. I think coconuts should be pretty safe to eat. The rest of the food, cook first. Okay, let's continue exploring here. And we're gonna find the rocks relatively soon, I hope. Well, another coconut, that's good. Okay, another coconut, good, another coconut, nice. We are very hot again, so I'm gonna take a wash. So now we are also perfectly clean. So we should be really safe against parasites and bacteria now. Okay. I want to find the rocks because, as you see, I'm not finding any more stones on the beach. So game is a bit rigged at the start. When you're exploring the location for the first time before it reaches maximum percent, I'm like 99% sure you're pretty much guaranteed to find a certain amount of each item just to make the start stable. Stable? Well, not inconsistent. Well, it will make it consistent, basically. English, such a hard language. So you're pretty much guaranteed, I think, to find like 4 or 5 coconuts. You're pretty much guaranteed to find 3 stones, some crabs, some conches, some stones, heavy stones. Like some things will deviate a bit. The amount of palm fronds will deviate a lot. The amount of seashells will deviate a lot. But important things like stones and coconuts, you will always find stones. Imagine starting a game and not finding any stones and you just died from thirst because you cannot get any water, right? That's not gonna happen. You will always find some. But after that guaranteed find, it will be really hard to find a new stone. So I'm not hoping to find any more stones at the beach. However, I'll find some at the rocks. So rocks is yet another new location. A rocky area below the cliffs of the island could probably get stones and crabs from here. So the game tells you can go there to get stones. Only problem is, each time you change the location to go to the rocks, you're gonna get some foot damage. And each time you explore the rocks, you're gonna get a lot of foot damage. And you can also slip and get yourself a nice bruise. Well, happy times. Most likely this will not happen, but if it does, well, you'll be fine, don't worry. This is not even a wound, this is just a bruise. It will make you a little bit in pain, but other than that, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna explore a couple more times to find some more stones. I think I'd be happy with 2 stones, maybe. This is a bit advanced thing. I'm just gonna ignore it for now. So you might or might not find a seagull carcass. It will give you access to some bird bones and feathers, and you can make from bird bones you can make a sewing needle or a fishing hook, and from the feathers you can make arrows, bow and arrows later on. But that's a bit of a later on thing, so I'm gonna take everything else here and leave the seagull and go back to the beach. 3 stones should be enough, and I don't want to sleep again. Your bruises will get really bad if you get too many of them, but it's really hard to get them actually. I don't know how unlucky we had to be there. Anyway, let's go back to the jungle outskirts and we're gonna unload our stones here. Now, I have enough stones for the campfire, so I'm gonna start exploring the jungle outskirts. Here we're gonna find the rest of the materials we need to make an actual campfire. So we're gonna find some wood, okay, and unlock the recipe. So campfire, as you can imagine, let's see here, perfect for cooking, should provide me with warmth and light. It will let you do things during the night in the jungle outskirts. Usually during the night in the jungle outskirts you will not be able to do much except sleep. At the beach you can still do things because the moonlight helps it out, but not at the jungle outskirts. Campfire is much less important now that you can do things at the beach during the night, but it's still nice to have so you can cook some food. And well, another important thing that I'm gonna show soon. I'm gonna need wood, sticks and some stones. Wood we have, stones we have. Sticks we don't have, so we have to keep exploring here to find some sticks. You're gonna find some eventually, don't worry. Well, any moment now game, any moment. It's a bit RNG, you can pretty much play without making a campfire for 2 or 3 days, so don't worry too much about that. I'm hot again, so I'm gonna wash. And well, I'm gonna keep at it. You want to explore the jungle outskirts a lot anyway, because our next priority will be to get to the deep jungle and find some nice water supply. Okay, we got some sticks now. We can like make the campfire here. It's gonna take 15 minutes. Okay, to light the campfire up, we're gonna need a fire maker. And well, to make a fire maker, we're gonna need some more sticks. Yay, so we're gonna need to explore some more. Maybe this campfire is not meant to be. We'll see. Okay, let's explore a bit more. There we go, we found some sticks. If you don't find them, don't worry too much. You can always like do it the next day, no problem. Okay, let me make that hand drill. So by interacting hand drill with things like leaves, you can make some tinder. If you don't have any leaves, you can use the coconut husks fibers. You can extract the fibers from it and use that. Fibers are really important, so always use the leaves if you can. So we're gonna use leaves here. And then you put lit tinder on the campfire and voila, we discovered fire. Okay, so this will give us light during the night. It will also build up these coal smelter here. But when this reaches 100%, we'll be able to make an ember, but more on that later. Okay, so now we have a campfire. We can cook things. I'm gonna start by cooking 2 crabs, and then I'm gonna break a coconut apart and get some of those out. Right, so it takes 30 minutes to cook the food. You can check that out. You can check the progress. So if you put some food in, you can click on it and it will say when it's ready. Usually the food will get ready in 30 minutes and burn in 1 hour. So there's some leeway, but not a lot. I'm gonna eat these 2 crabs now, and it will take 15 minutes and 15 minutes more. Once the food is cooked, if you're in the location, you're gonna hear king cling sound, right? That tells you, and this clock here tells you there's something in there ready for you, so take it out. You can take it out manually with right clicking or drag and dropping it, or clicking on this, take out all the items. This will put it in your middle row. You can turn the fire off, or you can break it apart to get the stones back. Usually you will not want to click these 2 buttons unless you have a certain plan in mind. Okay, now eating coconut meats doesn't take any time, so you can freely do it. You can see they also hydrate you a bit. All the fire hydrates you a bit. All the coconuts, both the coconut water and the meat, will also increase the diarrhea meter. So yeah, be mindful of that. Okay, so it's 1945. Okay, so it's getting a bit late. Around 20 the night starts, and without campfire we'll not be able to do any more activities there, but we do have a campfire, so we'll be able to. There we go, some dry leaves. I'll put some palm fronds on fire. They spoil over time, and generally at the start you don't need that many. You're gonna need like 10 or 12. And we have like 45 here, so yeah. Let me grab a couple of crabs here though. Well, game was nice enough to give us some food, so yeah, we can use it. You're gonna find a lot of food on the first day while exploring, and then it's gonna be harder and harder to find some, so eventually you'll have to find like more stable ways of getting food. Okay, I'm gonna put the hand drill next to the leaves. So I'm just organizing a little bit here, nothing too fancy. There we go. I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna plan to use these. As you can see, the sticks are a bit short supply right now, so I'm not gonna do that. You can freely move between these 2, so take the advantage of that. I suggest to make an early camp here at the jungle outskirts. If you're playing a run where you have a modifier that makes the bugs bite you more, you might consider making the camp at the beach instead. Okay, you're not gonna get bug bites on the jungle outskirts if you are normal run, and you will not get bug bites at the beach if you are bug like attractant. Okay, well, with that out of the way, let's wait for our crabs here. We can do something useful. I will peel some coconuts. While you're cooking food, make sure you don't do lengthy actions, like interacting 2 stones together takes 1 hour. You will be unable to cancel that action and your food will burn. So yeah, do short actions while you cook, basically. Okay, let's take this out. Let's put 2 more in, and well, let's peel some more coconuts here. Yep, I'm gonna put coconuts next to the coconut husk. The game always moves your inventory focus where it puts the items. So when I cleaned the coconut, and it put the coconut here, and then it put the husk here, and then it moved the camera here. It's a bit annoying, so I like to put things that turn into other things together. So now when I peel, let's also move the coconuts, otherwise that's pointless, right? Okay. So now when I peel the coconut will go right and the husk will go left, and well, the camera will stay where it is, so that's really nice. Okay, then I'm gonna break up some conches. This actually hurts my stone, I think. Let's use the... So for some actions it doesn't really matter what stone you use, so explore and try to figure it out. So it takes like no time to break it with either, so just use the stone. Let me just see, 55%. Yeah, it doesn't hurt the sharpened stone, so it's alright, you can do it with either. Okay, well, my fire is on, so I would like to cook some things if I can. You can soften up the conch meat before you like put it cooking. So it's probably a good idea to do it. I'm still on the like edge, not really 100% sure if you need to do it or not, but the game says it's more not as rubber as before, but still slimy. You should cook it for extra nutrition and flavor. So the game hints that it's more nutritious if you soften it up first, because it's not... makes you more happy when eating it, maybe something like that. Okay. There we go. The crushed conches we're not gonna need for now, so I'm just gonna put it here. There we go. And yeah. Let's see, cooking, good. We have some more conches, so I'm gonna break those out and soften them up. Nice. Take these out. Okay, we are sleepy now. I'm getting sleepy. Click on clock or bath to sleep. When you're sleepy, your morale will go down. So you will be more and more pressured to go to sleep. You sleep by clicking here on this clock. I have another plan to do though before going to sleep. I'm waiting for the fire to come to 100%. You can craft an axe handle from wood if you spend 3 hours doing it with a sharpened stone. That's a lot of time though, early game, so I suggest not to do it that way. So how are we gonna do it? Let me just grab something to eat here. This is free to eat, so we can just click it. I'm gonna soften up some more of these conches while waiting for the other ones to cook. Okay, now we are on 100%. When this runs to 100%, you can take the embers now, or you can extinguish the fire and take out the ash and charcoal. Right now I would like some embers, because you can use the embers on the wood to make an axe handle, and that's really useful. Anyway, let's take out the items. Let's put some more of these to cook. You can take out the embers, that will not interrupt the fire. It will reduce the fuel though, so keep that in mind. If you don't have enough fuel, it will turn off. You can put the embers on the wood. It's free action. So now it will take some time for the embers to burn through the wood. But you can do something useful while waiting, and you don't have to like do anything about this. It will stay burning wood spoiled when it's done, so don't be worried when that happens. Okay. My fire is starting to run a little bit low, so here I'm gonna go and put some more palm fronds on it. Don't overdo it though, you're gonna soon see why. I can wait 15 more minutes to cook those, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna peel a coconut while waiting. There we go. So we got plenty of cooked food now, so that should not be too much worry. We are not really hungry at all, so... if you go to sleep, you should probably turn the fire off first. So I think I'll do just that. I'm looking just real fast if there's something more I can cook. Not really. Okay, time to sleep. So I'm gonna turn the fire off. Let's see the temperature. We are hot actually, so we don't need the campfire to keep us warm. It's a warm game, so warm nights, no need for campfire during the night. Okay, you click on the clock, you have 4 options. You can wait for 15 minutes or 1 hour, or nap or sleep. Sleep takes 8 hours and it will cut into your useful time. I don't suggest it. It will also make your back hurt like hell if you sleep on the ground, which we are doing right now. So just take a nap here. Nap should be enough. If you nap like 2 or 3 times per 2 or 3 times every 2 days, like 1.5 times every day. Basically nap each day and then nap another time when you need it. That's my suggestion anyway. Here you're gonna see my wakefulness going up, so we are nice and awake. Our back hurt a little bit, but not at all almost, because, well, we didn't sleep for such a long time. It's 3:15 in the morning. It's dark. We cannot explore while it's dark. It's gonna be light at 4 a.m. So I would like to make an axe. There is a neat trick to it. You cannot make an axe if it's dark, but there's moonlight on the beach, so you can do it there. I suggest you do it. You're also gonna need a sharp stone again, so you can interact these two together. But my next priority will be to cut down some small trees and make a shelter. So I'm gonna wait 30 minutes in order for the ambient to become light again, and then we're gonna do that. Gonna take, you can do the coconut husk extractions during the night though, so, or you can go to the beach to do something else. I'm just gonna like pass time a bit here. We are pretty thirsty and hungry, but we have a guaranteed rain coming on this second day. It's gonna soon come, so I'm not gonna drink any coconuts anymore because that causes diarrhea. Instead, I'm gonna cut down a small tree. We're gonna get a stick and we're gonna go unlock a shelter and a splint. Splint is used for treating wounds. We're not gonna need it right now, and shelter we're gonna put down. So for shelter, we're gonna need 3 long sticks and 2 fiber cords. If you don't have a small tree around, you can find another one by just exploring. This is guaranteed. Cutting down trees will hurt your hands, so keep that in mind. Don't overdo it. And yeah, let's find another tree here. And well, make that shelter. We're gonna need 2 cords. You make cords by combining 2 fibers together. This will also unlock all kinds of other things. I'm gonna get to them in a moment, but for now I'm just gonna click here so they don't flash. There we go. So make the shelter. Shelter will get you protected from the rain, and the rain is just starting. So at 6 AM I think, or so, at the start of the second day, you're gonna get a guaranteed rain. You can fill up your coconut shells. You click on the shell and click fill it with water. You will also drink while doing it for free. So filling up the water in the shell is free, and you get free drink as well. Drinking water is also free. Nice, right? You can also click here and fill all of them up, because why click each one individually if it's free anyway? So this is nice quality of life thing. You can empty them. You can wash yourself with them if you don't have access to water for whatever reason. If you're deep in the jungle, for example. And here you can see we are soaked wet and we are chilled. And chilled will become cold. Cold will become freezing. Freezing will start numbing us, so that's bad. So you want to like figure that one out. So rain will also make your clothes wet, by the way. So we're gonna be building a shelter here. We're gonna need 10 palm fronds for that. So that's why I said don't overdo it with the palm fronds burning. And there we go. This is probably easier way to do it. We'll probably get even better way to do it. Like some people want to have a button here that says take all the materials in. So that's gonna come. I tell ya, developers of this game are really open to suggestions, and they, whatever makes sense, they implement basically. Okay, just a matter of time and priority, nothing else. So this game is in early access and being developed. It gets regular updates every week, and every week we get something nice. This week we got our clothes getting wet. Yay! Okay. And well, some other things as well. But check out my update 13 video. Sorry, this is update 13 video. And check that one out, update 13 video for details. Anyway, now we can nap inside this shelter. I think that's better for you. You're also protected from the light rain while being inside the shelter. First rain is always light rain, so yeah, this shelter will protect you. You can take your clothes off if you want, if you don't want to be wet. I'm gonna leave the socks on though. I'm also gonna take the socks off for now as well. You can see how much feet hurt we accumulated here by doing various actions like exploring. It was not visible before because when you have socks they buffer a part of it, make it less painful, let's say. I'm gonna leave those on not to destroy my morale. Okay, let's destroy the rest of this. Let's burn them on the campfire. There we go. And let's see now. The next thing I would like to do is I would like to Leaf skirt, simple clothing to cover your privates. I'm not gonna be building that because we have our shorts and underwear. Oh, by the way, right now we're running around naked. Yay! Nobody here to see us, so we don't care. Okay, and then let's see. We can make a seashell necklace. This will help with morale. We need 4 pretty seashells and 2 fiber cords, and we want to make a coconut sandals. They're not comfortable, but they should protect my feet from damage. One of the reasons why my feet are in such a bad shape is because we did not have proper protection for them while exploring the rocks and jungle outskirts. We only had socks, which, let's be honest, suck for walking on sharp rocks, so we're gonna need some coconut sandals ASAP. Both of these use the same resource, the fiber cords. We are really limited on fiber cordage, so this will wait a bit. I suggest you build the coconut sandals first. It's not a big deal, but as you will see now, it takes a while to get some more coconuts. We actually do have some, so let's process the ones we already have. Right now we are sitting in our shelter, nice and safe from the rain. As the some time passes, we're gonna get a bit dry. Let's show this. So I'm gonna make another sharp stone here. And well, we spent 1 hour in the shelter and we are not wet anymore. Well, not very wet anyway. We're a bit chilly. We are wearing like some socks here that are a bit wet, but that's gonna be fine. I'm gonna ignore that fact and just leave it as it is. Being chilled is okay. We are very hungry though, so let's see. I'm gonna eat these conches here. This doesn't take any time. It also hydrates us. That's cool, but right now we don't need it. We have only 4 servings of water here, so one of the priorities should be to get more. So break your coconuts up and get the meat out. This will take some time, but trust me, you wanna do that. Okay. This is the minimum wetness that we're gonna reach because we have wet socks on. But if we take them off, we are in a lot of pain. So I think I prefer to be a little bit wet than in a lot of pain. There is no way to dry these up now, by the way. I'm sure this will get hot fixed soon. It's a new feature, so. Okay, now we have 14 servings of the rain. Why is this important? Well, this 14 servings of water. This is important because the rain will stop and we have no idea when the next rain will come, so we will need some buffer here before we can find a new water supply. Okay, so we got a new sharp stone, so that means we can husk some more coconuts. Dehusk. There we go. We can break apart some more, but I think for now 14 is probably fine. What I wanna do is I wanna make these sandals here. So we're gonna need 4 cords. That means we need 4 more fibers. So let's dehusk this. I'm just gonna make a small change here. There we go. We are a bit hungry, so I'm gonna eat the rest of this conch meat. At some point you will get sick of eating those, so pay attention to that. I'm a bit tired of eating mollusk. Don't overdo it or you're gonna throw up, which is, well, as bad as it sounds. Okay, let's make some cords here. I'm not 100% sure what this shield will do for your immune system, so this maybe this should be optimized, like remove those and not be chilled, but right. Oh, our feet are not hurting anymore. Okay, bye water socks. There we go. And now we can finish our work here. There we go, make some nice coconut sandals. Our feet will be really happy with that. Okay, open your inventory, equip them. In order to equip items, you need to have them in inventory, otherwise you cannot grab them. There we go. So these will not buffer your damage, but they will reduce the amount of damage you get while exploring. Don't forget to put your socks on, those helps as well while exploring. Let me eat the last one of these. I'm gonna get a little bit sick of them again, but that will go down, don't worry. We are comfortable temperature, so that's good. I wonder if I put this on. Chilled, okay. Good. Right, so we are out of coconuts now, and as a result out of coconut husks as well. You can go for the palm tree if you want. It will take a long time to cut it down though. If you were unlucky and didn't get enough coconuts, and you want your coconut sandals real bad, then you will want to like swing the axe 4 times at the palm tree. So I'm gonna show off that now as well. So it takes 1 hour, a lot of pain in the hands, and well, 60% axe durability to get the palm tree down. So, but if you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. You will also get soaking wet while doing that because, well, shelter is not close enough to the palm tree. Okay, is there anything else I would like to prioritize though? No, let's just cut that down. Your hands will be really unhappy because of this, but you know. I will gather some aloe vera before I finish that work though, because you cannot gather things if it's dark, so there we go. And I'm gonna do it once more here. Let me just see. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, congratulations, you just did something that's like a great feat of achievement. You cut down a palm tree. So cutting down a palm tree is a reliable way to get 4 husked coconuts. So if you are thirsty and need some water ASAP, even coconut water, well, you can go for the palm tree. Alright, so now it's 20, it's being dark again. We cannot harvest any more leaves. We cannot harvest like lemongrass. This is just food. We cannot like cut down more trees and such. You can go to the beach and do whatever you want there. You can cut another tree down there if you like. You can get some lemongrass or aloe vera from here. It's raining though, so let's go here and do some activities by the campfire. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna make the fire first so we can make activities here. There we go. Then I'm gonna roast some coconuts. So, how does aloe vera work? Aloe vera, you can apply it directly to yourself. Let's just see, okay. You can apply it directly, and that's the only way to use it early on. So each time you apply it, you lose 45% of durability on aloe vera. But you get aloe vera gel on yourself. This helps alleviate pain. It will make your hands and feet like heal faster. So it's really good. You can do it 3 times per leaf if you do it right away. Now you can use this more if you like, or you can save it for a better recipe. So a better recipe, let me show it. So each time you harvest aloe vera, your herbology skill will go up. If it gets up to 7%, you'll be able to make aloe vera gel, which is a pretty useful thing actually. I don't know how many do we need to harvest. Well, let's get it just to show it. It's probably not ideal to harvest as many aloe veras so early because you will not have a need for it, but and I think also harvesting lemongrass also gives you some herbology as well. There we go. So we can eat that. Let's do it. And let's go back in our shelter. And well, let's pretend you didn't see that. There we go. Like we said earlier, be sure not to overcook your food. But at least you saw what happens. It turns into coal and, well, don't eat that. You can repair the shelter here by... Oh, we also got better at cooking. So by interacting the palm fronds with the shelter, you can repair it. So each leaf gives 50%. You need to do it like once every 2-3 days or something. What I actually wanted to do was to feed the fire. There we go. Let's take this out. We can eat them now to be nice and fat. There we go. Our diarrhea is very low. You can eat a lot of coconuts before diarrhea will go up. The biggest thing about making diarrhea is actually drinking them. And well, right now we have water supplies, so we're gonna drink that instead. Okay, well, let's see. I think applying this doesn't help with herbology. No. Okay. I'm gonna use each one once and hopefully I unlock the recipe before they spoil so I can use them for the recipe. There we go. Some nice aloe vera on our hands. Now we can go to sleep. We are not hungry, we are not thirsty, so it's good time to take a nap. Now you can take a nap by clicking on the shelter instead of clicking on the clock. We unlocked a new recipe, coconut milk. You need water, coconut meat and small cloth for it though. Let's do that. There we go. You can use water or the coconut water. You get coconut water by drilling the hole in the coconut as before. And then by... This is just showing it off. This is not what you'll be doing during the rainy day, but... So coconut water works as well for this recipe, and it doesn't make it any more diarrheous. You're gonna need a small cloth for it though. So early on, it's a bit hard to get cloth from like standard means. So decide what's more important for you, shorts or underwear, and destroy the other. Let's say shorts. I'm gonna decide underwear is pretty cool and destroy the shorts. And you get a piece of cloth from it. You can make a bandage from it. You can make foot wrappings. Foot wrappings we don't need because we have socks. Bandage we don't need because we are not wounded. So we're gonna rip it up and get some small cloth. And now we can make coconut milk. Yay! You can drink that. It's very tasty, nutritious. It's gonna increase your diarrhea, but also hydrate you a lot. This is the best drink. This is the best way to hydrate during the dry days in my opinion. So let's drink it here. We're gonna see, we're gonna get some stool inconsistency and stuff. Okay, so that's coconut milk, and it's really easy to like unlock it if you like just cook a bunch of food. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to sleep here, just checking if everything's fine. So we are fed, we are hydrated, we have aloe vera on to help with the pain. We're a bit tired of eating coconuts, that's alright though, and we are sleepy, so... I'm gonna wait 30 minutes for these to get done, and so I'm gonna extract some fibers here while I wait. And then I'm gonna turn the fire off and go to sleep here. Okay, always sleep in 4-hour durations. There we go. It's raining, but we are nice and tight in our shelter. Aloe vera is going down over time, but also your wounds, well, your abrasions on your hands, cuts and abrasions are healing way faster. Okay, now we woke up. It's 3:45 in the morning. The rain is still falling. If you want, you can like break apart some more coconuts and fill them up with rainwater as well. We cannot do anything now because it's dark. You can do it at the beach if you want. And now it's light, 4 AM. So yeah, it's probably a good idea to have as many of these filled with water as you can before the first rain stops. So one by one, make them and fill them up right away before the rain stops. Also make sure you drink. There we go. And let's find a stone. Okay. Bam. Remove. Fill. So we are doing this in steps because rain will stop at some point, and when it stops, well, you can't fill them up anymore. So if I empty like 10 of these and the rain stops, well, what was the point, right? Okay, there we go. And I'm pretty sure rain's about to stop, so let's see. I think it will stop around 6 AM. That's how it usually is. It's scripted. The first rain is scripted, basically. Okay, there we go. One more. And bam! No more rain. Okay, we got 21 water containers. You don't have to cut down that palm tree. Then you would have a little bit less, not much less though. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, this will be an update 13 tutorial showing off how to take care of yourself for the first 2 days or so. I initially planned to play a little bit longer, but I went a little bit more into details than that was the first plan, so that's why it took a little bit longer. But we showed how to hydrate early on and survive, how to safely eat food by cooking it, how to make a shelter, how to make an axe, how to make some nice coconut sandals, which will be really important now that we go and explore, by the way. So before you go exploring, put your clothes back on. It will be a little bit cold, but you can wait for these to dry if you want as well, no problem. And yeah, I showed how to do aloe vera to like make the wounds heal faster. We made an advanced recipe, coconut milk, and drank that. So yeah, some points here would be like hydration is the most important, regulate your temperature in order not to lose a lot of water. Don't drink too many coconuts first day. If you're a little bit thirsty, just wait for the rain so you don't get your diarrhea meter way too up. I showed you how to properly make an axe, and well, I showed off the new feature of update 13 where you can cut down palm trees with a stone axe, but it takes 4 hours to do and it's really painful for your hands. So this is probably not ideal, but if you do not get as many coconuts as you would like, then it's probably gonna be preferred way to do. So if you don't have enough coconuts to make all the items you need, then well, take an axe and well, get swinging. So yeah, what happens after this? So you can watch one of my regular runs, but generally, since you don't know when the next rain comes, you will have to secure a new water source. If you explore into the jungle outskirts, you will find about new location, the deep jungle, and from there you're gonna find out about the wetlands. In the wetlands you have some ponds you can use, and there is also a black cave hiding in there, and well, there's some water sources there. So you will want to be pushing into the jungle to get to those. There are also some bananas you can use as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you have any questions about this tutorial, if you notice something weird or strange, you may ask. Maybe it's just a mistake I do, something not optimal. This is in no way a super optimized run, especially this showcase I did with the palm tree. Probably not optimal to cut it down so early, but you can do it if you want. This is probably also not optimal, but it is what it is. So I can show you as well when you get to Herbology 7 what happens, since I was talking about it. You unlock the aloe gel, and it's a new recipe. It takes 2 aloe vera leaves and a sharp object to make a gel. Gel is way more efficient than the leaves, so you always want to make some gels if you want proper aloe vera. Look at that. You get 3 of them from 1 aloe vera leaf. But a nice trick you can do is like you can put some aloe vera on, almost use it to the end, and then make some gels. That's even better. Okay. There we go. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this tutorial. If you have any questions about continuations, you can ask below, or you can watch one of my runs from start to finish, see what I do. Things did change a bit with each update, but not so much that you wouldn't be able to learn from it. Anyhow, hope you liked the video. If you did, some likes would be pretty amazing. If you enjoy the channel or would like to support me in general, some subscriptions would be amazing. And well, in the meantime, I wish you all to have a great day, do something nice, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.